My name is Doug Sadler, and I'm the Artistic Director of the Chesapeake Film Festival. I became interested in film in college, studied theater in Seattle and San Francisco, and then ultimately went to film school at the American Film Institute in Los Angeles. And several years after that, I decided to come back to the Eastern Shore to make my first film, Riders, which was set on the Eastern Shore as well as Nashville and New Orleans. After that, a couple years went by. I went through the Sundance Institute filmmaking program and made my second feature film, Swimmers. And I guess really my vision or thought of a film festival in this area grew out of my experience as a filmmaker traveling around with Swimmers to small film festivals around the world and seeing how these communities gathered around and celebrated film be it in the Czech Republic or a small lakeside town in Michigan or in Lisbon, Portugal, and how these historic walking downtowns really could coalesce and create a great energy and a great celebration of film and discussion of the issues raised by film over the course of a weekend. In terms of the local community, there was a lot of interest, and the idea had sort of been bounced around, but it never quite coalesced. A woman contacted me. I had a number of meetings with her, and then we slowly sort of gathered a team of committed people. And so that all began in, I guess, 2007, the real work. And then the first film festival, first Chesapeake Film Festival, was in 2008. So it was sort of an organic, slow process that sort of coalesced. I think the unique thing about the Chesapeake Film Festival is the depth of dialogue we strive to create. We take a film that raises a particular issue, say Restrepo, the documentary about Afghanistan that was nominated for an Academy Award, and we bring in veterans to talk about their experience. We take a film about current medical care and bring in a panel of doctors to talk about their experience. So we really try to partner with local community organizations to get their voice and their message and their community engaged, as well as bringing in filmmakers and celebrating their work and having them share their process of making the film and what inspired them to make the film. I mean, the film festival experience is an incredibly unique experience. It's a little bit like a backstage pass at a concert because you really do get to hear from the creator of the film their experience, what drove them to do this. And we also try to add the piece of bringing in partners from the community to talk about the issues that the films touch on. For instance, we've worked with the Town Creek Foundation to spotlight films on environment, which is a very current and pressing issue globally as well as locally, and we're doing that again in 2011. So we sort of try to cast a broad net to pull in and create a community dialogue so that residents are talking to one another and learning, and so that people are watching, thinking, and discussing. The Chesapeake Film Festival, I believe, offers residents of the area a wonderful resource, a wonderful opportunity to see films they'd never see otherwise, and to have an experience in terms of talking with a filmmaker or exploring an issue that really isn't available anywhere else. There is really a lot to look forward to at Chesapeake Film Festival 2011. We're expanding our partnership this year with the New York Children's International Film Festival, so we'll be offering really beautiful animated films for kids and the family that are from around the world, so unique films they wouldn't have a chance to see anywhere else. We're continuing our partnership with the Town Creek Foundation and presenting a couple films on consumption, one being Bag It, about Plastic Bag Initiative, The Flaw, which looks at the real estate crisis and the bubble and how that all came to pass, and the third one being our closing night film, Cafeteria Man, which tracks the efforts of a sort of firebrand to revolutionize the way Baltimore City public schools delivered their lunches and bought their food and all of that, which is an interesting issue and kind of relevant to a lot of things in this area, I think. We're also featuring 3 classic films in celebration of film actors and directors who've passed away. Network, which was Sidney Lumet's amazingly prescient film about the broadcasting industry. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, which features Elizabeth Taylor's just most powerful performance, and then A Woman Under the Influence in celebration of Peter Falk, who recently passed away. So we're excited about that, and we also have The Great McGinty, which there's a local woman who appeared in that film, so that should be a special screening. And I guess one of the most exciting things is that we have our very first world premiere, which is a film called Band Together, made by an area filmmaker, Kurt Kalaja, about the Kent County Marching Band, Kent County Community Marching Band. And that's just it's a really lovely film. It celebrates community and some of the fun and quirk of the Eastern Shore. So that opening night film is called The Last Rites of Joe May, and it's by a filmmaker who showed a film with us last year, Joe Maggio, and we're hoping to bring in the lead actor of that film, Dennis Farina. So we're sort of upping the ante in terms of bringing in more actors, bringing in more filmmakers, and expanding our geographical range. I believe the community should come out and support this festival because we're bringing in world-class film, we're celebrating classics, we're bringing in internationally renowned filmmakers and film critics, and we're creating an opportunity to get your full diet of independent art house cinema in a weekend and in a beautiful setting, and to see the filmmakers and to meet and talk with your neighbors about film, which is a very exciting medium. The Chesapeake Film Festival 2011 is happening September 23rd through 25th in Easton, Cambridge, and Chestertown. And then we're also doing a special night of screenings at Chesapeake College Y Mills on Monday, September 26th. So it's a broad range of films to take a look at, and I really hope people will take advantage of it and check out our website at www.chesapeakefilmfestival.com.